Hey guys, hey friends, hey everyone. Today's topic is going to be on nutrition, specifically food labeling on nutrition. So I'm going to be talking to you about where the idea of all natural came from and what it actually means, and what are some of the studies that show what people perceive it actually means, if you get what I mean. Anyways, I'm going to explain. So, roll the intro. I don't know if you noticed, but I kind of changed my hat because for some reason I was blending in with the background, I was blending in with my hair and the black beanie on. I wasn't going with the whole flow of the video. Anyways, back to the topic of all natural or natural food labeling. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the studies, or some of the studies that I found. What do they show? So a recent study done on participants aging from 18 all the way to 65 years old that are fully educated with a college degree or not educated with no degree or diploma at all. And then they're perceived or asked a question of, do nutritional labeling products provide adequate information, or too much information, or too little information? So it says that the majority of the people said they provide adequate information, which I believe is in fact true. I would be the one that would choose that nutrition labeling would provide adequate information, but also that depends on where you are located around the globe. So if you're in Canada, where I'm from, so because much of the food labeling or food instructions or manuals and stuff, they're like regulated, so it's most likely that they need to provide all those informations, but some of the countries they might not. So out of those all individuals, 63% of them believe that all natural food labeling or natural food labeling in a food provided an increased quality or nutritional quality of the food, and then it also believed has improved nutritional food safety or improved food safety for that specific food they're buying. That's also debatable and not actually the case for both reasons what people chose from. A study also used a Likert scale. A Likert scale is basically a scale that ranges from very least likely to all the way really likely. So what happened is, most of the people that were surveyed in this question said that they were most likely buy a product or very likely buy a product that said all natural. But do you necessarily have to do that? That's where we're going to be talking about. Where did this whole idea of all natural came from in the first place? So that brings us to topic number 2. Where did this whole idea of natural food or natural food labeling came from? Is it just a marketing bargain, or does it actually mean something? So it means two things. Number one is the fact that it has no added vitamins, minerals, no additives, there's nothing added to it. And the second one is there's no alteration of its bonds, like chemical alterations or physical alterations of that specific foods. So the alterations are minimal until they meet the list of maximal processes, and this is where it gets tricky. So list of maximal processes, so if it does not fit those list of maximal processes, then it's considered unnatural. And there's also synthetic foods or additives or things that are added on natural labels that do not meet or that do not go those list of maximal processes, so they're considered natural because they don't have all those list of processes that they makes them unnatural, if you know what I mean. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense, because it makes sense to me. But yeah, and so this is where it gets tricky. Does it actually mean natural is better? No, that's not the case, because people perceive that the actual natural is better claim makes it advantages of these foods that have all natural labelings to become better. But for example, you have two ultra processed foods or granola bars or etc. One says all natural, the other says doesn't have an all natural labeling on it. And if you go ahead and buy the natural labels or the food that have all natural labelings on it, think about the idea of that it has no added vitamins, it has no added minerals, it has no added things to it, so it actually does not provide you as much benefit as the one that says that does not say all natural labelings on it. So basically there's no specific advantage of having an all natural or natural labeling, if that makes any types of sense, again, because that made sense to me, and I'm hoping this is making sense to you, because this is a really big deal, or a really big thing that I found out. So basically, if you have two foods, one says all natural, the other says not natural, or it doesn't say anything on it, if you go ahead and buy the one that says all natural, it doesn't mean you're getting any type of advantage over the unnatural and the cheaper version. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. So in my opinion, it's basically, it's not even in my opinion, it's scientifically, or not scientifically, kind of scientifically, but it's majority of it, like 90%, is just a marketing bargain. So if you're gonna buy foods or buy two different foods, just do not make your decision based on the label all natural or natural label, because that does not mean anything. In fact, in some cases it might actually have less benefit or advantages than the one that does not say all natural, because of its added minerals and vitamins and etc. So that concludes today's video, and I hope this was helpful. And if you want more videos on different types of food labelings, such as free range and etc., different food labelings, just leave a comment down below and I'll do my research on the type of food labeling you want me to explain, and I'll explain that to you. It's also a learning curve for me, so I would love to see some comments down below, and I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Can you like the video? Because he wants you to like the video. Yo, tell them you want to like the video. Tell them to like the video. Like the video.